Oh, good watermelon.
Yeah.
Hey, I am pleased with this.
We got you the offering to the great Kurt Metzger.
No, it's that's my, don't use, that's my regular name.
Oh yeah, what do we refer to you?
Kermis Tres Orgasmus
Kermis.
Excalibur Esquire.
Wow.
Is that it? Were you done? Kermis.
Luke Skywalker.
All right, Kermis.
Just wait for me to finish my name. When I'm holding the Bastion Serpiente, the Bastion Serpiente.
Bastion, is that the thing from Aladdin? I think so, right? Isn't that what Jafar had?
Oh shit! Did I throw away the label? I get the name from the label. When I unearthed this, when I excavated this from Party City,
The remains of parties.
The remains. Yeah, you
I heard a voice
activated.
in my head
Yeah.
say, "What about this?" And it was Jenna. That you know her. And,
Yeah.
I have an Ankh one too, but I use that on Jesse Michaels.
We have the great Kermez, everybody. The return or the
That sounds Mexican when you say it. Don't say
Kermez.
Kermez now.
Okay.
It's Kermes Tres Orgasmos Excalibur Esquire.
Kermes. All right, I'm gonna we're gonna go with Kerp.
Yeah,
Or-
you can.
with Kerp.
It's just, and I want to point this. Is it running?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not misspell the Samson option on this shirt. Some people go, "Oh, you misspelled Samson."
Right.
No, I didn't. Okay, the Samson, the thing where Israel blows up the world if they ever lose and can't maintain a
Is that a
apartheid
thing?
state. They will shoot their nukes at everyone around them and blow them up, and it's called
Yeah.
the Samson option. That's not what this is. This has nothing to do with that.
Oh,
This
that's
is my
something different.
friend's band. It was me and my boy Dave Sampson. Okay. He wanted to do a ska band. We were like, "What kind of band are we gonna have?" And he wanted to do ska, and I wanted to do grindcore.
Right.
Okay, but instead of going with what I wanted, we went with the Samson option because his name is spelled with a P. So this has nothing to do with the Israeli plan in case they ever lose
Right.
to Iran. They will blow up maybe even parts of Europe. Israel can reach Europe with their nukes. That's
Really?
a different thing. I got nothing to do with that, man.
That's different. Okay.
It's
Legal.
just a band with my boy Dave Sampson.
All right. Check out band. Where can they find the
This
music?
is just represents great ska.
It has nothing to do
Nothing
with
to do with
Israel.
Israel doing the thing that they said Iran would do, and we're supposed to be afraid of.
Right.
They literally have a plan to do if it ever goes bad. If it ever goes too bad for Bibi.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with that. I got no business. Hey, I don't have a dog in that fight.
Well, that came first, right?
No, man. I'm just a humble, esoteric, ascended one. I don't need that heat. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you're above it. You vibrate on a higher frequency.
Man, I don't even know we should be talking about this.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to get
I
you.
don't want to get it all jammed up.
Yeah. Well, they will jam you up, right? If you go against it. I mean, Iran.
Ah! Hey, man. Come on.
Well, what do you?
I came here to talk about dark secrets, not some crazy conspiracy shit that you have about Israel.
Right. You're right. I'm the one upset. Me and Ted Cruz are obsessed.
Well, you really are obsessed with it, aren't you?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Why
I
don't you
just
let
can't.
it go? You can't stand it that the real Hebrews are not black. Let's just get it out in the open.
Now that's blasphemy.
Now that I got the,
That's blasphemy.
and I'm not just saying that because I've got the Bastion Serpiente.
Yeah. No,
Bastion Serpiente.
Kanye's right. The real Jews. How can Kanye be anti-Semitic when we are the real Jews?
Oh, well, okay, fair enough, Kanye, but you did steal that Raelian logo and try to sell it as a Super Bowl t-shirt.
That
And
yeah, he
there's the
did.
little matter stealing, what's his name's, Shia LaBeouf's entire wardrobe. We're just going to let Kanye off the hook for that? Yo, he went to Shia LaBeouf's house.
He's a genius.
A genius that he got away with stealing. Imagine I just came over your house and took everything you own
I mean,
that you put on your body. And it doesn't even really fit me.
what are you, Israel?
Listen, you can cut that out. Let me use the Baston.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, you can use your.
I don't want to lose. Hey, can we keep your, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe these attacks.
Anti-Semitic.
These bizarre attacks on a Jewish state of Israel,
Right.
aside for just a second, because it's getting like real weird. And
I'm sorry about that. I don't want to bring you. I don't
I
want to.
know you're seething. You probably want to talk about the Carmelo Anthony stabbings and be on the wrong side of history on that one. Is my guess.
Well, what do you? Yeah, you know what? There's only
History will look back on the Carmelo Anthony stabbings as the most important case of our lifetimes.
above Israel breaking international law.
Who?
You're right. No.
Who?
Yeah.
I don't know. You talk crazy. You must be on drugs.
Well, you know what? I maybe I'm just running for mayor of New York City.
Oh, now that guy. What's his name?
Zoran.
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 The great Zoran.
Is that a spell?
Mamdani. That's how I.
Casting a spell for him to win or lose.
His name is a spell.
You will stop attacking Israel. Zoran Mamadami. Enough with your rhetoric.
With your harmful rhetoric. Yeah. Should we globalize empanadas? That's what they were, like, globalized empanada. What's wrong with that? I like it as a dish.
Wait, hold on.
They're okay.
Let's go back for just a second.
Yes.
Okay. What do you mean empanadas? What does that mean?
Globalized empanadas. It's like a food. Empanadas. Can we pull it up?
Yeah. Empanadas. You can buy them at the store. What do you?
They're mad at Zoran for saying globalized empanadas.
What does he mean by that?
I think it meant something with death with Israel or something.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. There's some deep knowledge that even Kermes Trezor Gasmos Excalibur Esquire doesn't know.
Every day's a school day.
If you throw headphones on, you'll be able to hear it
Okay.
too.
Hold on.
Okay.
I must put on the headphones of listening to this.
Yeah, the magical.
Go ahead.
I want to ask you about an issue that has divided some New Yorkers in recent weeks. You were recently asked about the term globalize the intifada, if it makes you uncomfortable. In that moment,
were you just being silly telling me about a pastry and you meant intifada? Was this just a silly bit?
Wait, that's what I meant. I'm sorry.
People die behind that. Yo,
wait. So that's what I meant. Okay, my bad. It wasn't. So it was globalized antifada. What is antifada, and why should it be globalized?
I am going to say globalized from now on. First of all, that is great.
Globalized.
Dude, last night Jenna made me laugh because she oh my god, she knew what the Ayatollah was, and she thought it was in the South Pacific, an island in the the Ayatollahs.
Yeah, the Ayatollah.
And she came out and she was. I just hear her laughing in the other room, and she comes in laughing because she had to look up what the Ayatollah.
It sounds nice.
It sounds like a nice bouquet. Okay, wait. So
Words are confusing. No, so antifada. They're saying Zoran Mandani. They said that he.
Are you pro fada or anti-fada?
I'm
It's
on the
intifada with an I.
Oh, antifada.
Yeah. Now it's hard to keep track of these. It takes a lot of years.
My bad. I went to Detroit public school, so.
Okay. Well, I studied Kabbalah and
The ancient mythical religion of Madonna, right?
well, ironically, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Ironically, you could make that. You could make a claim like that because just those Mary statues, and there's ones with like the Black Madonna. Did you ever see that? And it's not a black chick. She represents space or something.
Really?
It's even weirder than if it was a Black Madonna.
Yeah, that is a lot of weird.
No, that's space, the cosmos. Okay, great.
Black Madonna, Nicki Minaj. Who's
No,
Black
because
Madonna?
there's a whole goofy. You gotta if you didn't grow up in like Catholic, and I don't mean Catholic here either. I mean like in a Dracula country.
Yeah.
Okay. Some people are from Dracula countries in this world.
Nosferatu, where he grew up.
I don't know, empanadas, whatever the hell.
No, antifada. But they're saying that phrase is connected to Hamas, and people are mad at him for saying it.
Okay,
to be clear, he never said it, but he didn't denounce it.
Oh, denounced Intifada. Okay, so
Right.
the Intifada, it predates Hamas. Before the Mossad or Unit 82 invented Hamas, basically, or took the virus of Hamas and gain-of-functioned it into a working terrorist group that they support on purpose because they want to balance out the PLO, right? Because the West Bank's on here, and then here's Gaza, and they don't want a two-state solution. I only know that, no, this is not esoteric knowledge. The guy said this is why we did this. Bilbo, not a Jew, who said this.
Bilbo, not a Jew. Right, because he's
That's
German,
his own
right?
words.
He's
No.
German, right?
Oh, I don't know. He's changed his name 3 times or something.
Wow.
But he's from Philly. I know that. He's born in Philly.
Was that another curse?
I'm just telling you, all them black guys like I'm Moses, Al-Shabazz, Jefferson, the fucking true Hebrew. That guy's got as much right to say that as Bibi does.
Yeah, I guess fair
His
enough.
last name's Milkowski, the one that we all know of on the records. His last name Milkowski before he changed
Right.
it to Netanyahu, which means gift of God. Thanks,
what it
God.
Yeah, wow.
God, you shouldn't have. No, really, Lord.
Yeah,
You sent us a Pollock for Christmas.
yeah. God is, I mean, listen, God.
Oh, thank you, Lord, for that gift.
Yeah. To the glory be Jesus, you know? Like, I guess that's what God's
I think it's a false flag gift myself, and I don't think God sent it. I think
Really?
all these things are such transparently obvious rights and wrongs that are not complicated. Like, if
Right.
you're killing a bunch of people and they're not the bad guy, let's use the terms that I see used by our spec ops veterans, bad guys.
Yeah, right.
Does that disturb anybody? You watch like guys who are in stuff, in like whatever, take your pick, SEALs. They go, yeah, if we got to get a bad guy. Do you really call them that? Like fucking 4-year-olds?
Yeah, bad guys.
Wow, that's really creepy as fuck. Did you ever think about that? That you're a trained, finest ninja killer in the goddamn history of the world.
Yeah.
Undeniable, I would say.
Right.
State of the art. I mean, we haven't won a war in 80 fucking years, but put that aside. That's not on them.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
You call the people you're shooting at the bad guys like you're 5.
That's propaganda.
Is this the very special ops? Am I wrong?
No, you're right. Yeah, it's very kindergarten language.
I think the military does that
It's-
just to keep them jazzed up. It's
Yeah,
it's
it's like
movie.
video games. You go out, and I was abused at home, so I'm going to take it out on these peoples, and
Right.
you don't want me doing this here at home.
Yeah.
That's how they train the North Korean army. They show them like the like Hollywood movies. That's how they fight.
Oh, wow.
I swear to God,
Yeah.
they fake fight for training.
Listen,
That's insane.
hey, I bet any of our soldiers could kick one of their soldiers' ass in hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter because let's say we went and invaded there. Because remember they got nukes. I know we put that one on the back burner, the threat of a nuclear North Korea.
Oh, yeah, but that's fine now, right?
I don't know. I haven't heard. I've been waiting patiently.
Yeah.
Sometimes I ask the Baston Serbiente. Oh, Baston Serbiente. When will I get to know when North Korea is going to launch missiles at San Diego? The Baston Serbiente.
What does Paston think about one China?
Doesn't give a shit.
Okay.
I don't know.
What about,
hey, don't talk to me. Talk to the snake.
Baston.
Ask the snake.
Welcome to the next segment, Ask Baston.
North Korea, they don't even give their army bullets during weapons training.
What are they, Ukraine?
I swear to God, they don't.
Oh, Ukraine doesn't give their soldiers bullets during a war. They sell the bullets off to African warlords.
Yeah.
Who it's
What?
fucking yeah. Only 30% of the weapons we sent to them went to the battlefield.
So they
only
have money.
30%. That's from Okay, just so you know, it's from CBS. Because they would say, hey, I think Rand Paul I don't know who put it in, but they're like, we should track where the money goes when we send it to Ukraine, and voted down each time unanimously. We can't be having people having any oversight of how this money is spent. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy talk.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and I agree. Why would we possibly want to know where the money went? You don't think that's rude?
It is kind of rude. When
You know,
think about it,
Ukraine, or as I call it, Cabbage Israel, the perhaps third most important country in my life personally.
Yeah.
Of course, there's Israel.
So first is Israel.
Then comes Taiwan or China Israel.
China, Israel, right? Taiwan.
When things are important to me, I put Israel at the end of them to like.
Oh, right.
So here's a mental technique that I've developed, and that's what I wanted to talk to you guys today about.
Okay.
Oh, say I need to store that valuable information. Do you
Right.
see? I go, oh, what, is this a thing that's more important to me than my own family or life or anything else in this fucking world? I better put Israel at the end of it because clearly that's the proper everything in its place.
Yeah, that helps you remember it.
You know, it's not just think of like, oh, I got nothing against you, but I mean, I feel like I understand you guys haven't had woke mind control programming for 12 years, like here, but I think we're at different levels of mind control, guys, as well. I'm seeing here.
There's a hierarchy when it comes to mind control.
Well, they have a very specific kind of mind control, which is, remember the You know that one?
Yeah.
Okay, so trauma-based mind control, you can't have mind control without trauma. Okay? If there's one thing the Baston Serpiente teaches us.
It's you can't have mind control without
you got to
trauma.
traumatize people.
Oh,
So,
that's what traumatize, hypnotize.
you have to injure their fucking brain.
Wow.
You have to take grown men who are killers. That I would be terrified if they want to come and get me. What could I ever do? Nothing.
And that
crack their fucking brain till they call people bad guys. And meanwhile, the stories they're telling are about, we had to just invade people's houses at night because they're looking for tourists. Imagine that. Just imagine that here. How
in America?
Yeah, in America. Well, by the way, that can and does happen. But I'm talking about where they send a real army. That's already totally a thing here. You can actually you can prank your friends with it.
What really?
Yeah, swatting. You ever heard of swatting? Where you prank your friends with the police state?
Is
you don't
that
know
a
what the
real
fuck
thing?
swatting is?
No, oh my God.
You know what it is?
Yeah. You just call the SWAT team on your friends. It's not that hard.
Oh, hey, I'm going to kill my wife if they don't send a SWAT team and shoot me in my fucking fat head. Woo. Click. You don't know about this?
No.
Okay.
Is this what the TikTok?
This might be a white prank only, I think.
This hasn't hit Black Twitter yet, I guess.
You know what? Which part is Black Twitter? I keep looking for it.
I don't know. I think.
Well, if you see Black Twitter, tell them I'm looking for him.
I will. Yeah.
Let Black Twitter know I'm looking for him.
Yeah.
Put in a reference for Kurt. Let him in.
Yeah. No. Well, you're one of the good ones, Kurt. You and
Asshole.
Yeah. What's his name?
By the way, it's scary when it's looking right at you.
Yeah, it is.
What's the guy's name from New York again?
Who?
The mayor.
Zoran.
Zoran.
Momdani.
Are people scared? What's the word? Hey, Baston Serpiente, put your ear to the streets. Tell me how people feel about. Hold on, you guys. While he looks, do you guys have any?
Yeah. So I think
we'll check back with him.
Yeah. Well, personally, I think Zoran, and that's a lot of the establishment backlash to Zoran Mamdani is that he won with embracing the notion that Palestinians are people, and he said he wouldn't visit Israel. Remember,
Okay,
he's the
number one.
That,
I
right?
want to. Here, wait. I just want to say this on behalf of
yes,
of Baston Serpiente.
Right.
If any of you think that that's a real content and that guy is a real guy and he is even anything that he says he is, if whether you like him or hate, if you're like encouraged by him, or if you're like, I can't believe New York has fallen. I want you to know that you are the biggest fucktard that ever lived on this planet. You know nothing. You know nothing. If you could look at Zabdav Mavbiani and go, oh no, a Muslim Brotherhood is what are you, my fucking mother's sister?
Yeah.
Who's fucking retarded from CNN now? Are you a fucking idiot?
There's a
New York has fallen.
Right.
That's what. Are you? By the way, these people all got their boosters. Every dipshit saying that got their booster.
Yeah.
And got locked down and said, "Lock me down, Daddy," to Andrew Cuomo.
Right.
While he killed old people. You know their favorite thing.
Yeah.
You're the favorite thing of the twat, smug sacks of fucking shit. They live in New York and think they know what the fuck they're talking about.
Right.
I'm not having a kid. Good, some old people died. Get off the planet. They're such retards.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
I don't know. Okay. Do you watch wrestling? So say hi to the Iron Sheik, you fucking imbeciles. I just want to put this in perspective. It's a primary, number one. You weren't suspicious when the Democrats had a primary?
That was an alarming
Now,
thing.
didn't it set off a alarm bell? Democrats having a primary?
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Well, I ain't heard nothing like that since decades ago.
So,
okay, the
Democrats haven't had a primary since.
Okay, and who's the? Oh, none of them watch the debates? Also,
I did. Yeah.
I want to know which people who are worried about this guy being elected, genuinely worried, I want to know which of them watched those debates where the person said, on your first day, what will you do? And like, I'll go to Israel.
That's crazy.
Okay, and then they go, what about you? I will make my 4th trip to Israel. We should play it.
Yeah, let's play. Can we look up? Just type in to YouTube. What was it? Zoran. Or New York mayor Israel, something like that.
He's doing the same trick that they all do. The same trick AOC did. Remember, knock down the house.
Yeah. Where the fuck did that happen? Yeah, it's like where the energy that they came. Is this it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the energy that AOC.
Yeah, listen to this dude is great.
Can I just jump in? Would you visit Israel as mayor?
I've said in a UJA questionnaire that I believe that you need not travel to Israel to stand up for Jewish New Yorkers. Whoa. And that is what I will be doing as the mayor. I'll be standing up for Jewish New Yorkers, and I'll be meeting them wherever they are across the 5 boroughs, whether that's in their synagogues and temples or at their homes or at the subway platform, because ultimately we need to focus on delivering on their concerns.
You know what? This isn't as good because I didn't hear the first 4 of them.
I believe Israel has the right to exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You got to hear the first 4 people.
Yeah, let's, can we find a longer clip?
Yeah, the beginning. Okay, so it gets to him and he says a perfectly normal thing, okay? But did you say he's a socialist? Oh, he's a socialist. No, he's not, you dumb assholes. No, he's not. He's an actor. He used to be a rapper.
He did used to be a rapper, yeah.
And now he's running for the primary, and you can't believe he beat Andrew Cuomo, the guy that killed all them old people.
Right, the people's predator, actually. That's what they call him.
And if you notice, Andrew Cuomo was on Bill Maher.
Yeah.
We show it on Jimmy Dore, but you have to fast forward a little.
Yeah, let's go to that. Let's just go to Jimmy Dore. No,
well, it's a lot of us. Oh, God, the ads.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's me and Air Mate laughing.
Hilarious.
Wait, go back a little bit.
It's the beginning.
Oh, this is the stupid opening. Go a little bit further in, because you just have to see this. Because pay attention.
Is this it? Yeah.
Go, yeah. Get a little bit further in. Okay. Yeah. What? No. Go back just a little bit. Let's get a nice.
My 4th trip to
Israel. Mr. Tilson, where would you go?
Yeah, I would make my 4th trip to Israel, followed by my 5th
further
trip
back
to
we show more,
Ukraine,
don't we?
2 of our greatest allies.
I said that.
That's what he was trying to say.
No. Unlike you, I answer questions very directly.
All right,
and I want to be very
forward
clear.
more.
I
don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, maybe. Forward
Oh,
more?
that's an intro.
Oh, yeah,
Zoom forward to where we get to him setting it up.
Progressive candidate.
Wow, look at what a nicer house I
Tilson,
have.
where would you go?
This is the first one he pulls.
Yeah, keep going forward. I just want to see if we can see it from the beginning. I bet we can if we keep going.
You're elected to lead and not going to
kiss
the ring of a foreign apartheid state upon being elected.
Oh, you know what? I'll bet it's a different video. Well, God damn it. I wish I could get the whole thing.
Yeah, that's okay.
Where will you visit? I'll go to Israel.
Yeah.
Segue. Israel.
Yeah.
Then the guy goes, I would make my 4th trip to Israel, followed by a trip to Ukraine. Oh.
Yeah.
Am I watching a children's program? It's like fucking Sesame Street.
Right.
Then they come to Gavdav Jabami.
You're right.
Oh, I would help the people. He says the most basic bitch shit.
Regular shit.
The
regular
least
stuff.
you would expect someone to say.
Whoa.
That, okay?
Yeah.
After they just set him up with 3 progressive. I don't know if you ever wrote for anything, but that's how you would set the scene up if you were writing it.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
It's beyond stupid.
Yeah.
It's for children to watch and think they're seeing a real thing. I don't even think people fucking watch it.
Yeah.
So he says that, and they're like, oh, but do you say Israel has right? He goes, of course, Israel has right to exist. But as a Jewish state, she throws in, but as a Jewish state, serpiente botanicus. What does that mean? What does it mean? Oacisms.
It's
a racism. I care about 4 things.
Right.
Women, racism, Russia,
Israel,
and the weather. No, Israel's above everything.
Oh,
Israel,
right. It exists.
Yeah, never mind how I feel about it. It will do as it does.
Right. It's an ultimate truth.
It's an eternal.
It's an eternal truth.
As the great.
That was invented in the 70s.
Who's that great sea monster man that was just talking to Tucker? Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz, right? Oh, Ted Cruz loves get you somebody that
I believe in the
looks at
Bible.
you.
Okay, and he goes, the Bible says there is a scripture that says that. He's right.
Really?
Yeah, and it doesn't really have anything to do with
And you
what
know
he's
what?
talking
Actually,
about.
we have. Can we play a clip of that?
He's
I
like,
do have
yeah.
a clip of that. Let's watch that. and
Yeah,
then we can
let's
comment.
play it because
Ted Cruz.
you got to hear it in his original retard voice.
Ted Cruz on.
Boy, he hasn't been keeping up with his own bullshit. Ted Cruz. Oh, this is
Ted Cruz. You got it. Okay. Yeah, this is great. Like, Ted Cruz loves defending Israel. Yeah, get you somebody that looks at you the way Ted Cruz looks at Israel.
That the single criterion for making decisions about America's foreign policy is America's national interest.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah. Which is also America first. That's another way of putting that as well.
I think it's the definition of it.
Yeah. I came into Congress 13 years ago with the stated intention of being the leading defender of Israel in the United States Senate.
Great.
And I've worked every day to do that. By the way, Tucker, it's a very weird thing. The obsession with Israel, when we're talking about foreign countries,
it's hardly an obsession.
You're not talking about Chinese, you're not talking about Japanese, you're not talking about the Brits, you're not talking about the French. The question, what about the Jews?
You asked me why I'm obsessed with Israel.
Yep.
3 minutes after telling me that when you first ran for Congress, you elucidated one of your main goals, which is to defend Israel.
Yes.
And I'm the one who's obsessed with Israel. I don't see a lawmaker's job as defending the interests of a foreign government, period.
Okay.
Any government, including the ones that my ancestors come from. I've never taken money from the Israel lobby. Have you?
Taken money from the Israel...
From AIPAC.
So AIPAC raises a lot of money for me, but it's actually a misnomer because the people who raise money are individuals. Right. So it's not the PAC itself, but they're individual members who believe in the American-Israeli friendship and relationship.
Is AIPAC a foreign lobby?
Ooh, good question.
No, it's an American lobby. It's the AIPAC stands for the America-Israeli Political Action Committee.
What does it lobby for?
Wow.
Wow.
This shit?
Oh, this is
oh God.
I like normal Ty Tucker.
Yeah. No, Tucker, listen.
Growing up in Sunday school, I was taught from the Bible, those who bless Israel will be blessed, and those who curse Israel will be cursed.
We pause that.
And from my...
And as you can see, he's right. Don't you feel blessed?
Yeah.
Oh, look how great Israel's doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, the blessings don't stop.
Yeah.
Wow, the blessings. Those who...
They keep coming.
I don't know what he thinks a bless is. It's like you sneeze and somebody goes, "Oh, bless you."
Right.
What are you fucking talking about? Blessing them with all your fucking money?
Yeah.
So you can go murder a bunch of kids and then tell you, "Oh yeah, war's the worst, isn't it?" Yo, pay for your own fucking murder, motherfucker. You know, we slaughtered fair and square in this nation. We slaughtered a bunch of people that were here inconveniently in our way. And you know what? We didn't make a Jew pay for it.
No, yeah, we paid for it.
We paid for it.
That's right.
I mean, some of them were Jews, but they were from.
Yeah.
Well, we weren't from here, but you get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't have the foreign nation of Israel, whatever the fuck, Palestine before his dad send us money,
right?
So we could kill the rest of their kids. And
we pay for. Not only do we pay for our own wars, but we pay for other people's wars.
Do you know why that Winston Churchill must be upheld at all costs? That little fucking dipshit.
He must be upheld.
Oh yeah, they go nuts if you don't uphold the myth of Winston Churchill. You see, it's like my holy scepter,
yes.
The baton serpiente. Serpiente. If you don't all sit here and play this imaginary game with me, then it's just some plastic crap from Party City. Do you get it? It's not fun. So if you're not going to engage with me in when I domain expansion around this fucking room, and now you have to live in my goofy shit world.
Yes. Yeah, we
and now you better. And now I'm your god because the universe is mind. Right? That's what they say.
Yes.
All is mind. So if I can control your mind, I'm God. Mm-hmm. Right? So saith the baton. And like Winston Churchill, it's not to be questioned because a lot of shit hinges on it.
That's amazing. Where do I sign
I just
up?
look like an asshole if you guys don't believe in it. Do you get it?
Yeah.
I just look like dumb old fat fuck like Winston Churchill. A vaguely racist.
Right.
Drunk. That's what I look like.
Yeah.
Winston fucking Churchill. Not the proper Winston Churchill.
Right.
And the reason they defend is because one of his great sayings that the state of Israel rests on
yes.
is, if you expect, he says like a real Ben Shapiro of his time. Is if you, but he talks about everybody. The Indian, he goes the red Indian, to sink.
Yeah.
Right.
Make a distinction.
Yes.
The one's Britain, but same difference. He goes, is it any big deal that a superior race came and took? I do think not. Is that a problem? I can't even quote his dry British way of. He's saying it. He sounds like an Israeli official debating Dave Smith. The level of just pure racist psychopath coming off of him. If I didn't tell you who said this, the statement, you go, oh, it was Mustache Man that said it. No, it was Winston Churchill.
Wow.
And I want to remind everybody that the greatest generation.
Yeah.
That bullshit. Why is that true?
What the baby?
The
boom?
greatest. No. That's nobody likes them. The baby boom. My parents, everybody. Why you think I'm dressed like this, Mom? Oh, the baby boomers, the greatest. Oh, you don't like when I wear this, oh, Mom. No, the greatest generation that fucked her head all up. So in turn now look like this.
Yes. What are they called?
A very learned man.
Very learned, educated sorcerer of knowledge and truth.
Oh, it all comes from the Christ secretion. If you ever watch Jim Carrey.
What is that? The Christ?
Oh, secretion? Isn't it mysterious? Well, you're not ready for that knowledge of what.
What?
The Christ secretion.
What is it?
I didn't make that up.
What is it?
Jim Carrey was on Norm Macdonald Has a Show. Adam couldn't remember it. I go, Adam, how can you not remember the weirdest shit I've ever heard a famous person say with a straight face in my entire fucking life, besides, Ted Cruz just now.
Yeah, yeah.
Where he's explaining about these people they just like goon. It's like gooning without coming. That's the secret of alchemy.
Oh,
right?
To keep your semen.
Yeah,
semen retention?
Edge?
Yeah.
You talking about edging?
Edging, yeah. So there's a philosophy, there's like
that's what
a
all
mystic...
that stupid shit is, dude. It's based on shit where you harness, because that's life, like your blood. People get hung up on semen retention, but guess what? They use every part of the buffalo, motherfucker. So don't get hung up on that.
Yeah.
Of course they're going to get your blood and your bone. There's a new drug that has ground up bone in it. Kush, it's called. I don't even know what the fuck it is.
What?
Yeah, it's called Kush. It's
not the weed. Okay.
Oh.
Wow.
And then when it first came out, it had bone in it. Then it's like rumored to have bone in it. And now they're probably going to but that's a real thing.
Okay.
We get all our medicines using the human body as it's like putting poisons in a body.
Right.
You know, like snake.
Yeah.
Venom, the anti-venom.
Yes.
Yeah.
They get a mare, like a horse, and they inject the venom into the horse or something.
And
I can't
that's how
remember
they
what it's
get
called. And then they take something from the placenta.
Right.
I really don't know how they do it, but they're using the animal's body as a big test tube to mix up, or if you ever did cocaine and alcohol, right? It's cocaethylene.
Oh, here we got the sacred Christ.
So Jim Carrey started babbling about this to Norm Macdonald, of all people, and Adam. Adam does remember it.
Interesting. Sure he doesn't.
Sexual alchemy. Do you know that the story of Jesus, how it's been altered in certain ways? I mean, yes, there was a guy. Yes, there was teachings, all that stuff. The parallel between that and alchemical sex is that there's 33 vertebrates in your spine. There's 33 years.
Hamdani Zoran.
There is a substance or liquid or a substance that comes from your medulla, which is basically completely looks like the Ark of the Covenant. Has angel's wings around it, the whole thing. So this substance comes from your medulla, makes the trip down your spine to your sacrum, which is Christ coming down into human form. Yeah. And if you don't squander that essence, that sexual essence, it ascends again and goes back up to heaven, which is your thing. It's also the story of Santa Claus. Why he comes down the chimney is because this juice or this whatever substance actually passes what's called the claustrum, which is where they got Santa Claus.
Oh.
Yo, what the fuck?
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with everything he said.
Oh my God. Yo, that's the wild. And
yes, there's a guy named Jesus, but the important part is you should hold in your jizz.
Yeah. He was
the
son of God.
You tell me that didn't ring true to you what he was saying.
Yeah. No, you're right. He's the son of God.
No,
blah blah blah.
can I
Don't beat your meat, people.
Can I be brutally honest? Every time I
Please.
come, do you know what I have said for the last 48 years? Santa's coming down the chimney. And then Jim Carrey said it. I didn't even know he said that. Do you see the synchronicity there?
It's all about synchronicity.
Every time.
You are so connected to
Every
the
time
universe.
I make peppermint syrup.
What? That's what
I'm trying to share wisdom here. Holy shit. That Jim Carrey thing, by the way, was weirder than I was prepared to hear. I heard just the secretion part.
Oh, my God.
But I didn't hear that Santa is also that.
What?
Didn't you hear what he said? Or you watching my dance?
Yeah, I was watching. I was.
Wait. Go back. What he just said. He brought Christ and Santa into it.
No, he didn't, did he? Oh, my God.
Is everybody under control?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm sorry. It might be my fault for wearing this and distracting everyone. I admit that.
No. Trip down your spine to your sacrum, which is
Quick, get a dictionary.
Christ coming down into human form.
Yeah.
And if you don't squander that essence, that sexual essence, it ascends again and goes back up to heaven, which is your thing. It's also the story of Santa Claus. Why he comes down the chimney is because this juice or this whatever substance actually passes what's called the claustrum, which is where they got Santa Claus.
Yeah, and not only that, Santa was also murdered by the Jews. Oh, there's an esoteric.
Like Jesus Christ.
Wait, so Christ is your cum?
Okay,
Christ is cum.
yes, it
Christ
comes
is cum.
down-
Hashtag Christ is
It
cum.
comes down from your baston sanctum, whatever, and then it goes down, and then after 3 days trapped in your balls, it dies.
Yeah.
And then it rises back up into your own brain. And I think it's pretty clear that did happen in Jim Carrey's case.
Interesting.
The guy held his cum in, not
it-
that much because he gave out a lot of herpes, but
Whoa.
from now on, he'll be holding his cum in.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't come.
Starting now. Yeah, no, some girl, remember that girl killed herself because she got herpes from Jim Carrey?
Oh, that's what
Really?
happened?
I feel like it's a little dramatic to do that since most.
Yeah.
That's probably, never mind $50 million, dude.
Yeah.
Getting herpes from Ray J is probably one of the first steps. Or Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Getting Jay-Z's,
Yeah.
the Jay-Z strain?
That's not bad. There's worse strains.
Yeah, probably like
Yeah.
heavier THC count than normal. Anyway, to
Jesus
actually
Christ.
with a straight face. Now, what he's talking is hermetic bullshit.
Right.
I don't say it's bullshit. Actually, I think it's unified field theory possibly, but as above, so below.
What does that
For
mean?
That you can, I'll put it in my own words. You can scale up, like writing a joke. Like if you ever watch Colin Quinn's show, one man shows really funny, and he's very funny at making like a guy at a bar, like comparing them a country. You know, you making a metaphor.
Yeah.
So basically metaphor, okay? And so the heavens reflect the earth, whatever the heavens are. So if it's happening down here, it's happening up there. And I know what they mean by that. There's not. It's not that there's not some truth to that, because that's why metaphors work.
Right.
You know, but people say, "Oh, everything is everything." Remember that saying?
Yeah, everything.
That's out of that. That comes out of
really?
that. Yeah, it all comes back to the same source. But what he's indicating there is he's either in some secret society or he's definitely in some occult shit. Dan Aykroyd, dude, this makes me really laugh. When I started looking at all this shit, because now you're going to start seeing him come out and say that the Atlanteans were cone-headed, kind of. Okay, people have already said it, but
that's where you got coneheads. Wait, coneheads comes from Atlantis.
Yeah, so Aykroyd is some degree of Freemason that's high up, and as you know, he's very into this shit.
Yes, I knew he was in the ghosts.
Yeah, so conehead. So when they talk, I'm watching this on people talk about these like elongated skull, whatever. I'm like, so fucking coneheads? Yes, fucking coneheads.
Wow.
The original draft of Ghostbusters, the people were in space in the future, and it combined occult Buffy shit.
Wow.
With sci-fi.
That sounds dope, actually.
Sounds like the Secret Space Program. The stories that are compelling of it, not the goofy blue avian shit. I'm talking about. I watch this guy Daryl. What's his name? Daryl James, and he might be lying, but what's fascinating is his story has this huge overlap with Satan and Nazis, which I hadn't heard in the other SSP shit. The other SSP shit was like, oh, these blue bird creatures live. And then there's that guy, who's the guy from Gaia?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
David something.
And name, yeah.
He literally looks like he's from Tim and Eric's $1 billion movie now. Remember Tim and Eric? Like, he has like flapper teeth, those flappers that child beauty pageant people wear.
Yeah.
These big teeth. And he's like, and he's got this stupid tan. It looks insane. He looks just like fucking Tim Heidecker when they have to take the shit off their face to run to by the mall.
Yeah, he's a character.
Not there. Recently him. He has all this, and Douglas Murray, that punk, got a lot of work done after his big trip to Israel to show how they're not.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, he went there, so he can have.
Do you know
opinion.
Destiny, the streamer, went there and gave them advice to stop TikToking their own war crimes? Like, come on, you knuckleheads, knock it off. But he goes, guys, stop putting your fucking war crimes up there. And they're all applauding. Destiny's there to help them. So that piece of shit, Destiny, who is from Nebraska, he's a fucking a halfling.
Is he a he or is it? He gives more like a they-them energy, right? It's a he for sure. Destiny?
He's just acey-doocy, but he's a he.
Okay.
And by the way, Nebraska's a very suspicious state to be from and be like Destiny. And go to a fancy private school. You know, like
he's like CIA.
That's a suspicious place because that means to me something happened to you, motherfucker. You must have went to a good ass school and you learned how to express your bisexuality. Become a DJ like the other guys. Michael Key goes, I got to work at other jobs. My son go NYU. Explores bisexuality.
That's great. Wait,
become a DJ.
So he's doing PR for.
So I already know when he argued with Norman Finkelstein, he had people coaching him. Money well spent sending Destiny in. By the way, he uses the name Destiny.
It's kind of a red flag.
I mean, are you joking? Like, oh, you got a little blue hair, and it's like they're all trying to come up with the next thing to propagandize the kids, or excuse me, influence.
Yeah, wait, careful. You don't want.
Oh, look, I just changed the name, and that's what Jim Carrey bullshit was too. Is
semen
sticking Christ on your jizz.
What the hell? Where would you even?
Because once you're in this thing where you think you're above,
he's in the Illuminati.
Well, I don't know. Illuminati is a very specific. I keep saying that I think Illuminati, honestly, at this point, but I don't know, dude. This is literally just. I'm just using my inner Gnostic.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is? Yeah. That's knowledge you get from your own asshole. But I think Illuminati at this point,
straight from the,
is like a brand in decline. Like it was like kind of bigger in the 70s, but it's a brand in decline, like Ciroc. Yeah. And it's more for black people now, right?
Jay-Z, yeah,
Jay-Z, that's Jay-Z's Ciroc, I think.
Interesting.
I'm joking, but I'm also not joking. I kind of think
it is a brand in decline. They do need rebranding
because the original brand was the Skull and Bones.
Right.
So that's Bushy's.
Right, and Obama.
That's Clinton.
Right.
That's all those motherfuckers. Illuminati is tied to the founding fathers infiltrating their thing, but they're not in charge. That's just one. You're cool in a Freemason. You could maybe get initiated up into a better thing.
Right. That's the
okay. Or if you're in like the Church of Satan, that's the low hot topic. Okay, what I have on is the Church of Satan level of it. A dumbass outfit. I mean, just absolutely absurd.
Why do they all have the outfits? Are so crazy with these cults.
What do you? Well, the people, individual people. What do you mean? Are you asking me about the followers or the leaders?
I think the leaders. It's like the outfits that they wear and like the cloaks. It's all like very something. They all wear like masks.
Here, let me just. Yeah. There's a bunch of reasons, but I'll just tell you the real quick answer. In all those Coven kind of OTO, Golden Dawn, the Eastern Order of the Ding Dong Bang, whatever fucking gay shit.
Yeah.
God, it's so gay. I don't mean that.
It is gay.
I'm not saying that as a slur for lame.
It's
I hope that's clear. I mean, it's gay.
As a fact, they are homosexuals.
It is also lame, though. Also, though, it is gay. It's gay, G-E-H. It's gay and gay.
Yeah. It's both. It's both lame and homosexual.
Your final initiation, for example, in OTO, and I'm sure all the other ones, is to invent your own religion. So when you hear about L. Ron Hubbard touching dicks in the desert with what's his fucking head? The rocket scientist that did way worse shit than they told you.
Oh
about.
yeah, the NASA guy.
The rocket Parsons, Jack Parsons.
Jack
Parsons was doing shit. He probably like did stuff with his mother in ceremonies and like animals.
Oh my god,
real foul shit. Where in the Old Testament they have to, you just polluted the land. Like we can't even farm here. We got to kill all the livestock.
The crops
near
are
you.
bad.
That's like a nuclear reactor meltdown.
Yeah,
and that's what that's why they're doing that. They're trying like
he
that's
worked
why,
for NASA. Or he's like
he
invented.
They act like he was like an outcast. No, it was Parsons Labs.
Right.
There's another guy
And
that's
he
like
used the
Elon.
occult.
All of the dude, go watch the guys now talking. Okay,
Like Peter Thiel.
Yeah, but that's not new.
Yeah.
Like so Jack Parsons was jerking off in the desert.
Right.
With L. Ron Hubbard for some fucking reason.
That sounds like a great time.
To make he wanted to make a moon child. A moon child. Now I know what that is. I didn't know at the time when I heard it's gross. It's a homunculus. A fucking
oh my god.
Anyway, their final project is to make a religion. So, when these people have found religions are Freemasons, okay, they're probably worse than Freemason. Freemason again is an entry-level dipshit thing. Just like if you join the army, you're not going to be in the place where they keep the secret tech.
Now you're not going to start there. You
yes.
work your way up.
Like any other thing, any other pyramid-structured form of slavery, you're going to have to show you can be trusted before you. So that's why you got to go to college and like, I'll bet you all the successful people were in like frats. Why do we have frats? Does anyone know?
To condition us into secret societies?
Well, yeah, that is why. Yeah, that's exactly fucking right.
Okay, yeah. That's wild though, right? It does. I've always thought that was weird.
You have the mark of New York Mayor Keller Hadami Krav Magami. Well, you must have the chosen mark. I knew I could sense it when I came in, but now I know.
Your aura. You have something around you.
There's only a few people that have been chosen for this.
I'm going to run for mayor of New York.
You are going to have to run against him and lose.
Oh, wow.
Oh, by the way, so he's fake. He's a construct that somebody owns. Probably a MK Monarch puppet.
Okay.
MK Monarch, the thing I go on and on about like a fucking crazy person. Yeah. It turns out they have already disclosed that is real.
Really?
In the year 2024. Yeah, I'll send you the link. You want it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, I have to tell you, I was quite surprised as a guy obsessed with that. Because I said on Rogan, I hope they disclose it. They did, dude.
How did that get past you? Yeah, you would think.
I'll tell you how it got past me. Because what do you think I do? Hardcore research? I haven't been to the archives. I haven't been. I just look on the internet while I take a shit.
How long do you shit for, though?
Well,
so much information.
Hey, it depends how good the info is. I was foretold of the pincher of the loaf. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm being very retarded.
I think we found the name of the episode.
Pincher of the loaf. It was inscribed on the side of the Baton Serpiente.
Oh my God, there's too many good names for
this. The pincher. I can't wait to meet Dan Aykroyd and let him know I'm the pincher of the loaf.
We have been foretold.
Well, he's gonna know.
Yeah, he's been searching for you, Dan Aykroyd.
I am the key master.
We meet.
You came to Dan Aykroyd in a vision.
When I heard of his original vision for it, of blending space.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds dope.
Yeah, but it also sounds like all the secret space programs from the 90s talk that I've been hearing. It sounds exact. So we got Coneheads, we got that. Then if you look into Arden, Delaware, where Jay Parker was raised, and Jay Parker's story, now his family was Illuminati. That's because they live in Arden, Delaware. Okay? But these are all little lame groups that are like, they fight with each other and the other groups. They're not like good people.
Right.
They're bad.
Yeah.
And one of your assignments is to run a religion. So if you're Joseph Smith, a fucking witch from a family of witches.
Whoa.
It's just well known.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Well, I mean, I couldn't be. Go watch people that are disgruntled with the thing that they were in. Anybody that's mad.
Like Leah Remy from King of Queens, Scientology?
Well, it turned out pretty good for her, all things considered. Is she disgruntled? By the way, Scientology, let me spoiler alert. why are so many celebrities into Scientology that seem smart and like they're not bad people? Why do you think it is?
I don't know. Is it
well, Scientology loves celebrities, and here's another great.
They have a
bonus.
celebrity center. One of the only religions that have a celebrity center.
Yeah. Well, here's why. Here, and I used my. This must be why I got picked for that gate thing because I'm using my intuitions.
Yeah, it's coming straight from your asshole. Wait.
Oh, hold on, my asshole's telling me something. You know why they have a Scientology Celebrity Center? Because that title sounds way better and less threatening and gross than the CIA Celebrity Center, which is what it is.
Oh, it does sound better.
That's where they control their MK Monarch asset actors like Tom Cruise. So when you hear a rumor that Tom Cruise, for some reason, and this is an old gossip.
Yeah.
Okay? It's referenced in The Simpsons.
Mm-hmm.
When Troy McClure, they imply he fucks fish. Do you remember that? When he marries Aunt Patty or Selma?
Oh, right.
And the mob's like, Troy McClure sleeps with the fishes. Like, no, I mean, I'm serious. Like, they have this joke. It's a running joke.
Yeah.
He lives near an aquarium. It's like, okay.
That's hilarious.
Okay, I'm like, okay, that's a wacky, like, perversion of a celebrity. No, those were rumors about Tom Cruise. Okay? And over the years, there's sightings of him. He runs into a grocery store or a fish, someplace. He needs a big, like, raw fish wrapped and not wrapped too hard, tight. He takes it in a bathroom and then walks out and leaves. And no one can find the fish. No one knows where the fish is.
Where did he put the fish?
Okay, now, once you hear a story that wild, that's going to... I mean, it's just a very strange story, isn't it? There's multiple sightings of this. Now, so I don't think we can dismiss it as fake. Like Bigfoot. Now, I think I can spot the fake ones. Like, oh, yeah, I went in the bathroom and the fish was in the trash all mushed up and it had white stuff in its mouth. It had the Christ secretion of Jim Carrey.
It was baptized.
I don't believe that story. I think that's a lie. I think that's too easy. Because if he just fucks fish in the mouth that he buys at a store, why would he need to do it in the bathroom? Why wouldn't he have one of his many Scientology servants bring him a fish? Why would you get to know that he does that, a person in public? So that's why I don't believe that.
Right.
I think that's the shallow thought process. Oh, he probably fucks fish. And nobody can get beyond. I'll tell you what I think it is, though, since knowing what I know, that he was programmed at the Scientology flag by Mormons, not by Scientologists. Mormons are specially flown in to work with him. Did you know that? Yeah, that's some secret knowledge I got that you can just look up. From a million accusers. You know, there's a lot of accusers of things when you hear bullshit like, Louis C.K. asked if I would watch him jerk off. And I said, go ahead. And then he did. Oh, well, you poor thing.
What a monster. Yeah.
You stupid bitch. Wait, I'm sorry. Did you just tell me that one of the greatest comedy legends of my lifetime, that it would be an honor for me to watch him jerk off anytime? Is that bad?
It would be great. It's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
That was Serpiente.
I get worked up. There's a bunch of victims going back.
Are we good? Yeah. Okay,
good. I fucked up.
No, you're good.
There's victims going back years and years and years.
Yeah.
Go on my buddy Control All History's channel, Andy's channel, because he picked out so much great shit.
Mm-hmm.
But in 2009, before Reddit got taken over by the CIA after the kid killed himself, and Spez, the redheaded ginger piece of shit, did everything that they want. He joined one faction of Deep State, but in 2009, Young Hollywood was on Reddit doing confessions. So all the Diddy shit was out back then.
Wow.
Okay, not only that, Jessica Simpson. Not only that, Mackenzie Phillips, who had a consensual, incestual relationship with her father and wrote a book about it. Yeah, on her wedding night, she went and fucked her dad. And yeah, where are they from? Africa or something?
Aw. That's sweet.
Aw. Not Wakanda. Not Wakanda.
Usually it's a daddy-daughter dance, not a...
not a daddy-daughter fuck.
Hey, I've heard of a daddy-daughter dance, but this is nuts. I gotta play this like a guitar after that.
We'll add music.
Dude, when I really nail it, I'm gonna go.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's so much information. But
Thomas Mapather III, who's from an extremely wealthy family, his brother's an actor. That movie with where he's the guy that gets pussy on he's the pickup guy.
Mm-hmm.
And what's it called?
Hitch?
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's not called Hitch. You're thinking of the Will Smith one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where this straight, super cool heterosexual guy. He's one of the coolest heterosexual guys I've
Will
ever
Smith
seen.
is not gay.
Yeah.
And he
According
helps matchmake heterosexual couples.
Right.
But not if you're just trying to get laid. He's not one of these pickup artists. He only finds men true love. You know how a man would be in charge of that usually?
Yeah, that's a great
Anyway.
ad for the
Yeah,
movie.
anyway, all these people, and hey, I'm watching Ken Storch badmouth Kanye on Patrick Bet Value's show.
Oh yeah, PBD.
Valuetainment, yeah.
Valuetained.
PBV, value, Patrick Bet Value.
Yeah, Patrick Bet Value.
And Scott Storch is like, if I see Kanye, fuck. And by the way, anybody, look, does it seem weird to anybody Kanye's life, like a little bit more weird than usual? Like more than Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, I remember he had the Elephant Man's bones, and he had an amusement park at his house, and he would climb a tree.
Yeah,
and
not that bad.
And he would like to spoon with boys, and I heard he's innocent. And you know
he's
what?
innocent
I hope the truth comes out, because you know who I felt bad for the most is guys that innocently spoon with boys when they're 50s.
Right.
You know how?
Yes.
You know that's who.
That's a great
let's
take.
look at the real victims in
Let's-
this. In the fake charges at Michael.
Yes.
What about those of us out there that just we want to meet a boy?
Yeah.
We have his mom. We get her in a room down the hall.
Right.
And me and the boy, we just have a sleepover and spoon.
Platonic.
Yeah.
Just straight.
It's
Platonic sleepover.
like when people think a man can't be friends with a woman. That's like saying a man can't be friends with a boy.
Absolutely.
And just sleep
Right.
together in a bed.
Well, Socrates would disagree. I think wasn't he the one that said the most purest love is between a man and a boy?
Yeah, but that might not mean that. But he definitely Socrates was a boy lover. That's for sure.
Is that where people get their knowledge from? Because that's the one running thing.
I get my knowledge from living life. That's what Kanye said when he wrote his book.
Yeah.
He goes, I'm not a fan of books.
That's a great sell.
Yeah, I know people like to trash Kanye now, but when his book came out, he goes, I'm not a fan of books. Okay, I would never ask for Book's autograph.
Yeah,
I'm quoting him.
I would never ask for a Book's autograph.
Not like he doesn't mean like George R. Martin or Stephen King. He means the abstract concept of books. He wouldn't ask that concept, the archetype, if you will, for its autograph.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, he sucked his cousin's dick.
Allegedly.
Also, Dave Blunt wrote the rap for the.
What?
You know, Dave Blunt wrote Heil Hitler.
Really?
He did?
Dave Blunt's.
Shout out
watch
to
the
Dave.
interview.
Shout out to
Oh,
Dave.
how much did he wheeze during that?
Yo,
Well, he just wrote it.
no, he's been losing a lot of weight. Yo,
Good for
shout
him.
out
Aw.
to Dave Blunt's for writing Heil.
That's very funny.
It's talent. The
is there
man's got
anything-
talent.
Is there anything funnier just thinking about his arc of the Dave Blunt's arc of they debut him on the Super Bowl
Yeah.
with a goddamn oxygen tube. Okay, look, if you got an oxygen tube, I'm gonna say take some you time first before you.
Right. It's insulting, especially as a black person to see. It's like, stop. Come on. This is
Oh,
better
don't
people.
you see what the point of that was? So first you see a guy who cannot stop drinking syrup. He wants to stop, and
Right.
by the way, he's a talented
Yes.
fucking writer,
Hell yeah.
performer.
Yes.
Very talented.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's the Super Bowl, our nation's #1 dark occult event for over however long it's been invented.
Yeah.
Baseball is not even the Freemasonic occult event that football is. Football's,
That's
that's
the
better
new
than the Olympics is a little too fruity of satanic
Yeah.
Luciferian ceremonies to
Right.
mind control your population. The Olympics is like, a eugenics festival. I like football because that's
Yes.
the one where all the archetypes are packed into it.
Yeah.
So first, and how long is a football game supposed to take? 45. I mean, it's like 4 quarters.
It depends. Right. Yeah. 4 quarters.
But it takes 3 hours so that you can be programmed with bullshit. In fact, you're such stupid fucking cow-brained animals that you look forward to the commercials.
Yeah.
You fucking...
That's true.
That's wild. That's crazy. Thank God it's looking forward.
Hold on. I have to ask the Serpentius to calm me down. When I think about you fucking cow-brained... No wonder they make drugs out of every part of your body, you fuck, and then feed it to you and your kids like the fucking retard you are. No wonder they do that. Go get a booster. Yeah. Oh my God. So football, Dave Blunt's, the saddest. Wow, look how talented he is, but he's gonna die for us. Mm-hmm. You know. Look, I have this beautiful gift from God. I'm sure that's how his family and his grandmama says it. But I can't stop with this purple circle.
Yeah.
I can't stop. It's so good. Oh, man. By the way, syrup, codeine, I was hooked on Oxycontin, okay? Not that really? Classy and white about it.
Not to brag. Humble brag.
I ain't trying to humble brag. Yeah. That's expensive.
Right. It is, yeah.
You guys switch to heroin if you know what I'm saying. But if you can find it, there's only fentanyl now because they're clearing out the rest of you.
Yeah. That's right? True, yeah.
What the CIA controls all the drugs. Fentanyl's around. That means we're clearing out the old opiate addicts. Mm-hmm. And you're watching it, and fuck you. Oh, has it caused any convenience for you?
And Dave,
fuck you.
Dave Blunt
is a beautiful talent.
Yeah.
You know, like how Lizzo. You know, Lizzo, God made her fat because she has a very pretty face and she's talented. And
right.
God forbid, can you imagine the evil she would get up to if she wasn't fat?
She is losing weight and people are mad.
That's right, because she's become a fat icon. So Dave Blunt's, that guy's really good. Yeah. And what's his message? I'm a hopeless addict. I mean, that doesn't even jive with shit the football would say to you. Don't do drugs. Don't do drugs.
How do we get
You can't do football if you do drugs. Drugs aren't for football because winning in football. Don't do drugs. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. How do we
that
go from
suddenly
that?
At the Super Bowl,
right?
We're watching Dave fat fucking dressed like a big, like at the end of Willy Wonka when he mutilates the children for being despicable gluttons and addicts.
Right, great message.
And the one girl is a big fat blueberry. Yeah. He's dressed as a Willy Wonka victim.
He is. He's the blueberry bitch.
And this wonderful poetry comes out of him while he talks about how he can't stop.
And he can't stand up either.
And then Kendrick Lamar comes out with a crown of thorns. Mm-hmm. That's platinum and diamond. A really nice one. Not like the shitty one Jesus had. Wow.
Yeah,
Jesus.
take that, Jesus.
Wow, you're one bitch ass secretion if you don't have a.
Yeah.
Is the crown of thorns blue balls, Jim Carrey? Is that what you meant to say?
Santa Claus has been real quiet ever since.
Yeah. Oh, he should have a Santa Claus hat of thorns. It's the same as saying, yeah, and I just like it. I'm like, is everybody, because it's supposedly Christian or whatever people say, like, even if you're just like nominally Christian, like you're just like, I'm Christian, I don't care.
Right.
Like when you see a bedazzled crown of thorns on a black guy after another fat black guy who looks like that because of what they did to the shit's gonna fucking kill you before me, buddy, because you're black. Yay, footballs now.
Right.
Yay.
And that's
they're all
the programming.
And by the way, they just ram their fucking heads into each other until they're gay and retarded and murderous.
Yeah.
You know how remember Aaron what's his head?
Hernandez.
He got all gay and murdery with every game. He got gayer and more murdery.
You're right.
With every That's concussion. How come that wasn't a part of concussion? Will Smith.
I thank God that I was born in Ohio and my dad would watch the Browns every Sunday. Mm-hmm. And so as a child, I learned that he never had a good time. I was like, why do you watch this? You seem to be really upset. And I never get into football because the Browns. And I want to thank the Browns. Great name for them.
Yo, very on point.
I get why you don't change it. They're like the Redskins should change their name. What about the Browns? Do you think a shitty team?
How about we name them the Darkies?
Has anybody?
The Darkies.
The Browns, nobody even mistakes as a racial thing.
Yeah.
They're a shit team. It's right in the name. And you never thought that it might be. What's on the shirts? A poop emoji? Anyway.
So
that's a big
the
ceremony.
Football thing,
and so what do they program black people? But they program
to be unhealthy, to be a fat,
to
do drugs,
and your only way out,
and celebrate it. They're not just
some of you. Look, what I want. No, all I want is to make you more what you are.
Yeah,
you understand? I want you to express the fullest. So if you're a big fat fuck that can't stop drinking syrup, I want you to be that. Don't you understand?
Right,
Trey.
But isn't that a bad message?
Maybe you could be David Goggins. Maybe you could aspire to David Goggins and be a fitness SEAL and tell people to stop being fat. And now, much like Mighty Lucifer, the plasma ball of inverted souls that I worship.
Wait,
Much
what
like
is
mighty
Lucifer?
Lucifer? I hold the good and the evil in my hand. So I hold the Dave Blunts and the David Goggins. As the carpet, so the drapes. I'm telling you what Jim Carrey knows. Jim Carrey, that knowledge that the pincher of the loaf just fucking gave you, Jim Carrey had to do a lot of weird shit to learn that. That's not a joke. Jim Carrey had to do a lot of weird shit to bust out some secret knowledge like he did to Norman Adam. And Adam don't even remember it.
They did the mind control to Adam. They erased his memory.
Adam went to a cult school because he was fat or something. I haven't asked him. It sounds funny as hell. But you know how many friends I have that were in something weird and their story of what they were in is really weird and not even what I expected to hear? I haven't heard about lizard people yet. I've heard like shit about hot air balloon baskets you have to sit in and watch a movie screen of Italy like you're flying over Italy.
Whoa.
What?
What is that about? Just weird shit, huh?
Anyway, all these religions and cults,
right. Yeah.
they're
Football.
CIA cutouts. A cutout is just a layer of deniability. CIA is ultimately the one that had this going. But even the CIA, keep in mind, the CIA is going to cover it up and they're going to promote stupid movies that are like little bits of the truth, but you saw it in a comic book movie, so now you'll never believe it. You understand how that program works?
Right.
Okay?
They introduced the idea.
And these ideas have been around for a while. I mean, V had the lizard people. I don't know. I'll just tell you flat out, I don't think that they're aliens, but I'm not like, they're Nephilim of the Bible. I'm not saying that. I don't think.
How far back do they go? Does that go?
Fuck it, gives a shit.
Yeah.
If they might be from the future, it's the same difference.
Right.
Once you're able to move like that, it does not matter if it's that's not a thing. You're on
Time is
you're
an
past
illusion.
and future, so you that's what you say. But they could be from the past.
Yeah.
They could be, it's just a position in the space time, but just think of it as space, and you got to think of it as like if I went to a planet that's 50 million light years away. Then and I'm going with what we're looking at from a telescope here.
Right.
Then if I could get there instantaneously, I just went 50 million years into the past from when that light got here.
That's so fucking crazy.
Because that light of what it is now would never even be in my light cone.
Yeah.
A light cone is all the things you could possibly, ever see based on, I don't know all the math and shit. But so to even say that you already got your head in a fucking vice they gave you to think about it wrong. The other thing is, I think it's all human conscious. Like this guy, my buddy Jay from Project Unity, it's a good channel. So
Project
I crashed
Unity.
Jesse Michael. Jesse Michaels has a good. I watch his show. Jesse Michaels, you know who that is?
No.
Like a young dude. He talks to all the UFO people. Okay. And the famous ones I want to talk to because the thing people got. And same with Scientology, like Tony Ortega, the famous. That guy's a dickhead. He's a fucking dick.
Yeah.
These people that have made a business out of this nonsense that I'm wearing, you should suspect them. I have no respectability, and I don't want any. Okay?
Right.
I have the.
Well, no, you have literally a cult following. People love you.
I know, it's hilarious.
That is kind of ironic.
It's hilarious. Oh, I've finally been initiated. So Jared Leto, his cult. What do you think that is? That's probably his Harry Potter school project.
Oh,
Here,
right.
Let me break it. Let me pinch the loaf on this for you. Okay? These inbred human queefs, all of them. They're all bloodline.
Yeah.
What's bloodline? That sounds spooky. It's just fucking royalty.
Right.
You know that thing that we have for some reason in the world? Why?
Ridiculous. It's so at
Why
least
are there still and you take your kids to go to a Disney horse shit to learn about princesses? Dude, you know Monterey, right? She was at the mothership, my friend Monterey.
Yeah.
So when she's in town, she
Shout out
crashes
to
with
Monterey.
Yeah, Monterey rules. I'm gonna have her on my podcast.
Oh yeah, nice.
She's
I gotta have her. I'd love to have her. Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, when Derby Curb comes out, she's the living incarnation of Nefertiti in our world, and she says that, and like I choose to believe it. Nefertiti, the one that was married to that long head,
and that's her,
Tony Hinchcliffe statue from Egypt.
Yes, and that's her. And she's
Don't tell her I said that. She ain't gonna like that.
Well, you want us to edit this out?
No. She likes Disney movies because she's had a shitty home life. I mean, she probably will tell you all about it. And
right.
So she didn't get much. And what are Disney movies about? Orphans that are on their own.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, and they still make it. I know what she likes about it. Even I don't know if she. I haven't asked her why she likes. I know why. She didn't have that. She didn't have that thing. And Disney has these programs that are all about a kid on their own that they don't say they got molested, but it's like that's
It's
what
implied.
happens. Well, Pinocchio fucking straight up says it.
The boy, didn't they have like an island of boys?
Yeah, you don't
Right?
come back the same.
You come back
Jim Brewer talks about it.
You come back a man.
Yeah, and anyway, Disney, that's Rosicrucian, Walt Disney. Rosicrucians are the genetic bottleneck to scion you into the bloodline. So, the people that came to America, like Thomas Jefferson, remember he made his own Bible? That's Wizard School Project. And he had the 3 portraits, one Francis Bacon and 2 other, Isaac Newton, some other kookball. Francis Bacon called this is New Atlantis. This has always been New Atlantis to them.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if George Washington believed in all that hooey, because it seems to me like he didn't. So he was more of on the atheist human trafficker side than Jefferson.
That wasn't in Hamilton.
Yeah, and then Hamilton's... Yeah, reimagine Hamilton as a Puerto Rican. He's Dominican. That's a terrible insult. I apologize.
Yeah.
I apologize to the man who appropriated my culture.
Exactly. No, we're going. You were...
So basically, the Bushes are the Illuminati part. The CIA, that got infiltrated a long time ago. If you ever saw Alias with Jennifer Garner.
Yeah.
So according to Nathan Reynolds, and this is why, if you watch all these people talking about the program, I fucking love Nathan, dude. Because that guy says real names of who did what. And people that are for real they'll give you some receipts and they'll take a risk. Okay? Because he named General Flynn, fucking McChrystal. You know who General McChrystal is?
No.
He's the one who got fired after he talked shit on Obama, and Rolling Stone put an article about him talking shit about Obama while he's in Afghanistan.
What did he say?
I don't know.
You're just talking shit.
Probably Obama's gay. His wife's got his dick. I don't know what he
Yeah.
said. But it got him fired.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
And very shortly thereafter, Rogan told me, I didn't even know, the guy who wrote that article lost control of his car and it drove 100 miles an hour or something into a telephone pole. Yeah, is that weird?
It is weird.
Like how Mitch McConnell's Chinese sister-in-law, her car suddenly went backwards into a pond on the property.
Really?
Yeah, because the remote, remember 9/11, they installed those remote controls in planes so you can control the plane from the ground. So a tragedy like this, what a tragedy. But then we have this invention after that where if they ever try to take it, don't worry, we can take it from the ground. The only problem is that invention is 7 years before 9/11 by an Israeli company. And it's nothing.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Erase. Yeah, that's
what's your obsession with them? What is your obsession with
me
Israel?
and Ted Cruz? Listen, they
also,
have a right.
Don't blame it all on Israel, you dumb shit. Your own country, America is. Hey, okay.
We fund it, but we fund
the devil, this country.
Yeah.
The great Satan, as some people called it.
Whoa.
I don't agree with that. I think we were that. Now it's like Sam Smith in a vest with no shirt, looking fat and gross in a devil top hat. We're not great.
No,
we're
but
Satan,
Trump
we are Satan.
Trump is he's making America
the great Satan again.
The great Satan again.
Make America the great Satan again is literally what it's always fucking been.
And both sides across the board will do it.
Do you watch wrestling? I don't know how many. They just did a thing in Iran that was a shot for shot from Top Gun Maverick.
Really?
Yeah, Mike Benz. I'm saying shot for shot. I might be a little.
Oh, you're talking about the strike.
They use different planes.
The strike with our. That was in Maverick. That's right. That was the plot of Maverick.
How many years ago did that come out?
What was that? 20 COVID.
More than 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, starring Tom Cruise, CIA.
Tom Cruise. Wow.
My MK Monarch victim.
Oh my God.
Tom Cruise program by
because they had to go
Mormons.
take out the nukes.
And I asked Kyle. I was working with Dunnigan at the time. We were making the show, and I was like, "Dude, who were they?" I saw it with Monterey actually because we were going to do a thing about it on Kyle's show.
Oh wow!
And I was disturbed as fuck by that movie, dude. And I had a couple of Rieslings in me. Full disclosure, it was one of those theaters.
Yeah. Okay.
I only can hold claws.
Yeah. One of those theaters where they don't check your bag on the way in.
No, they sell wine.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Theaters are dying. They got to give you drugs now.
You're a little tipsy. That's true.
So I'm watching it, and I never saw the first one. I know everybody saw the first one, but
so you were
never
probably lost.
No, I wasn't lost. I never. I was just like, what's to be lost? Some jets flying to. So I'm watching this, and the storyline is basically like the guy who died in the first one his son, Miles Teller, he wants to go do the same job his dad did that killed his dad. And the mom, of course, is like, can I please not lose everyone in my family to this?
Reasonable.
And but at the end, we learn he's got to do what he's got to do, ma. And it's a despicable fucking message. It's one of the most worthless, evil movies I've ever seen in my life, and it disturbed the shit out of me. And I'll tell you what was extra disturbing. There was no wokeness in it in a time where everything was woke.
That's right.
And then I watched my friends that have like complained about the movies channels.
Right. They loved it.
Just because it wasn't woke.
Yeah.
Because it's hot garbage. Okay? Just so you know, you really are a cow if you like that movie. It was nominated for an Oscar.
Right. Only because it saved Hollywood.
Yeah. Okay. So you see the story that they've built around this, and then you watch a movie, you're like, what the? It's like when you hear about some comic that sells out, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Not that.
Is this a mind control? It is in a way. It is a mind control because.
But they programmed that idea, and then we cut to Trump literally.
And then they rehearsed it. We've been covering on Jimmy Dore show. The videos are up of it. There's all these newspaper articles about how they rehearsed this 3 years ago, 2 years ago. We didn't know if it would happen. I was like, did Tom Cruise fly the mission? Because I know he does his own stunts.
Oh, he might have.
By the way, they didn't get any nuclear facilities. There were none. That whole thing was a pageant, so they could. Yeah. I think Trump doesn't want to go to that war, but because the Adelsons paid for him to not go to prison and the fake charges against him.
Right.
Here's my problem with all that. Maybe Trump's got a great secret plan I don't know about. But fuck you. Why do you accept this? These people promise you some shit.
Right, that's crazy.
And then they don't deliver. And then like this stupid fucking dingbat. This is America's Liver King's wife. We're the wife of the Liver King. That should be not the bald eagle.
Yeah.
The Liver King's wife.
Yeah.
That bitch is a lawyer or something.
Wow.
So she should know better. How does she not know better? She comes on a road trip to Austin so that the Liver King can fight Joe Rogan to the death for some reason. So picture Joe Rogan as Iran. And her batshit fucking husband, his ancestral method of inheriting money and starting a supplement company like his ancestors. Ancestral. You mean a Nepo fucking baby, you fucking retard? Ancestral. So you're like the Osborne kids or something? Okay.
Yeah.
So she, the guy who films him, comes along to the war on Rogan. Okay, this is what Jim Carrey is right about, the as above, so below. You could take this metaphor and apply it to America so easily. Okay, honey, we're going to film it. And he's like just filming his nonsense.
Yeah.
As he gets here, it's completely illegal what he's doing, but he's the man. And I have to be loyal to the man and the ancestors.
Yeah.
I mean, what a hilarious pageant put on by God to teach you something.
Yeah, it's a little much.
It was stupid and it's not a thing. And now he got arrested and now he's at large. So because he's at large, let's as above, so below that. This ain't over with Iran and Israel. They wanted regime change.
And that's where they're going to get regime change, which is something that Trump was supposed to be against. But I guess at the end of the day.
But he's not in charge.
Right.
So just so you know, he's fighting for a better spot. If this makes you feel good about Trump, all he's fighting for is a better spot in the New World Order. Okay? He's not fighting for you. Right. You don't really come up. He probably cares about you more than most of them, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm including Bernie.
No, not Bernie.
Yeah, Bernie. The guy that had to do something unspeakable with a boy or they'd kill his family.
Allegedly.
Yeah, that allegedly. But I would say watch Bernie and tell me he doesn't give off the energy of a guy that was forced to do something unspeakable.
I mean.
Or they'd kill his family.
That's what it is.
I mean, Kash Patel has that look.
Yeah, they all have that look.
I think he's just gay. I hope this isn't true. But I was told he's just gay and his Hindu fucking mom can't know. Cash,
okay.
Are you kidding, dude?
Yo, Cash.
Please tell me they threatened you. Please tell me they did what they did to Bernie. Please. If you're gay and that's why you're a fucking punk.
Yeah.
Go, dude.
You know what?
You can't tell your fucking Pajit mom that you're a fucking homo. Are you kidding?
You know, I think that we got.
Bongino, I knew you were shit the whole time. You fucking.
Before we let you go, do you want to
head motherfucker?
Can you cast a spell or bless us with one?
Oh, let me answer the first question about Krav Maga Johnson. What's his name? That New York candidate?
Zoran
Yeah,
Mandani.
Zoltan,
Zoltan.
Ramaswamy.
Yeah.
What? That's a fake guy. He's going to be just like AOC. How do you not see that?
I
remember AOC was so radical. Remember the Squad?
I remember the Squad. Yeah, what happened to the Squad?
Remember Chink Wigger? I'm not racist. His name is Chink Wigger. Please don't call me a racist. The man's name is Chink Wigger. CENK, Chink.
Yeah.
Isn't it Senk? No, it's pronounced
not,
Chink.
But he pronounces it
because he's a scumbag.
Yeah.
I got lost in my own racism with that. I'm sorry. I don't feel good. Dude, every time I say his name, I just feel this guilt. He wrote a book called Justice is Coming.
Yes.
All about the Squad. And so did...
is that about Jesus? Can come?
I think it's about a horse. A horse named Justice.
Wow.
No, it's about the Squad's going to knock down the house.
Yeah.
Watch these people, how they flip. Remember when Trump ran against Hillary and he said... she had "I'm with her," which was I mean, some people got shirts that said "I'm with her."
Ridiculous.
What a loser you are.
Yeah.
I mean, what a loser. But guess who else is a loser? The online influencers who are going. So Trump goes, "I'm with her." He goes, "I'm with you."
Right.
My girlfriend at the time was like, "Oh, he's going to win." Because
yes.
Why? No one says that.
Right.
You're supposed to be with the king, aren't you?
That's Zoran.
Okay.
Zoran.
Now.
Zohan.
Yeah, he's he's a fake bitch. Dude.
But he's at least saying that he's doing what Trump did.
Oh boy, I'm so amazed when they say a thing. Oh, Trump said a lot of great shit that hasn't happened.
Yes, they all say shit.
Yeah, so how do you fall for it again? I don't know. It's
only
a
people
primary.
fall for it with
Here,
Trump.
But
people fall for it with Trump.
What's going to happen? Oh, I predict Eric Adams will be elected as a Republican now.
Oh,
that's what look, it's coming to me. Obvious thing that anyone who's on a fucktard or being paid to lie to you.
What do you have, a crystal ball? How do you know that? How do you get this information?
Well, I'm on Jimmy Dore's show, and Jimmy gets good info for those kind of events.
Shout out to Jimmy. How did you guys meet?
I got his number from Rogan, and also my friend Barry Crimmins said he was good a long time ago, and I just hated leftists. Like, I thought Barry was the last good leftist.
Yes, shout out to Barry. He's great.
And where leftist heaven? They don't believe in nothing. No, yeah, Barry's really something.
Right.
But anyway, I saw Jimmy talking on Rogan show, and he said all these things that I had noticed. Because I don't believe in America or voting. And are you an idiot? Like, it's like watching wrestling still.
Yeah, it's like politics. Politics is like wrestling.
Let me shout out to a lot of hillbillies and rednecks.
Yeah.
Shit kickers. Yeah, you too. I'll give you shit kickers. My Montana people. Because wrestling's popular in those districts, they can see through this better than a smugnerant New Yorker can.
Right. It's the same thing. Catchphrases, bad guys. Heel flips, people go from good guy to bad guy.
Yeah. Okay, so remember, and you know why I think the secret initiation knowledge given to rednecks was when Vince McMahon exposed that wrestling is scripted, and there was one guy crying, "It's real to me, damn it!" Yeah. That's like a Democrat, or a Republican, or a fucking Republican.
Anyone that thinks of it, right? Yeah.
I don't care which ass cheek you are.
Yeah,
you fucking morons.
It's two separate cheeks of the same ass,
and you're gonna be ruled by an asshole. But keep voting. I'll bet it, and keep recycling. Keep recycling and voting. And
you heard it here
definitely
first.
Join the military. So you can kill bad guys. Pew, pew. Bad guys? Wow.
Thank you. What was your name again?
Kermes Tres Orgasmos.
Kermes
Tres Orgasmus Excalibur. We're workshopping it.
Kermes Tres Orgasmus Excalibur and his
Esquire
and his trusty serpent staff.
And the baton serpiente.
Thank you so much. Where can people find your knowledge?
I got... when does this come out?
This should come out. How soon can we get the link for this?
You'll have this within the next couple days.
Okay, so I'll put it out at the end of the week.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I'm in Hilarities in Cleveland.
Great
club.
It is, yeah.
Anyway, all the cults are a CIA thing. Most of them. Most of the Christianity is that.
Yeah.
That's what Judeo-Christian values. You might have heard that nonsense. That's not a thing. It's a marketing term. There's Abrahamic values, right, of Abrahamic religions, and that would be Judaism and Islam.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay, and you could say Jesus was a Jew, so you could kind of connect it that way.
Oh, but Christianity.
But Judeo-Christian is a marketing psyop term invented to make you think that Israel is your friend, and all the things that you would be called a name and deported for here that you would say, not Jews. By the way, anybody that says the Jews is probably hired by Israel to say that. So you know,
that's a good
when
tactic.
someone, because I'm not saying the Jews, I only know about what's going on because Jews told me.
Right.
That's the only reason I know any of this, because Jews fucking ratted out. That's what's great about Jews. They are pretty independent.
Yeah.
It takes a hate-fueled golem like Zionism to do that.
So you're saying
don't get down on Jews. Look at the fucking Mormons.
Right.
Look at your fucking dumb church. You're all in on it, motherfucker. Oh, the Catholics. A lot of Catholics talk shit on Jews. That's what that little Nick Fuentes human fart. Who's
Nick Fuentes? Yeah, he's
his job
talking shit about
is
Israel.
to because sometimes he'll say a good point, right?
Yes,
so
right.
his job is to stink up a good point. He's a human fart. Oh, do you think America first? Well, this little gay closeted shit who hangs out with pedos and is a piece of shit on every level.
Yeah.
And Destiny, also who just went to Israel, sucked his dick on camera, and that's real, by the way.
What?
Yeah.
What, did the staff tell you that?
No. Kino Casino. Shout out to Kino Casino. Told me that.
Wow.
Yo, Kino Casino. Let me tell you why they're great. Because they're covering such minute bullshit.
Kino Casino.
Yeah, the sector, which is like, if you don't know what that is, you shouldn't. It means you're not a fucking, But here's why it's worth watching them. And I also watch Mad at the Internet a lot, which is the Kiwi Farms guy.
Okay.
Who is like God before the flood angry. The Kino Casino dude says it sounds like an angry cop. Yeah. And I found out about so much internet bullshit.
Wow.
A lot of people aren't going to look because it's beneath you if you're an adult who gets laid to look at a lot of this shit.
Yeah. Other people are having sex.
That's why you got to hold in your cum until it goes back up the chimney like Santa. I'm not real clear on all of it, but
that's the base level of
I
it.
found out. That's how I found Nick Fuentes was urging people into the Capitol on January 6th. I heard that. I saw the video of that on Kino Casino first. I'd heard about it from journalist Max Blumenthal. I heard about it, but the video I saw on Kino Casino. So people are trying to get that little psyop shit onto Jimmy's show, and Jimmy will talk to anybody about something. But I'm like, that's someone hired so that they can later go, look at he platformed. Blah, blah. Okay, that's how shit works. You already know it works that way. YouTubers and comedians do foul shit.
Yeah.
Right? Like intel agency shit.
Right.
You already know that. For some reason, people can't put it together that the whole thing works that way, but that's how it works. And so you got to look at it from that wrestling standpoint, what the game is. I just sold a show. I write shit, so
nice.
I could spot writing. You know what I mean? Like you could spot it a mile away.
Yeah.
And MK Monarch, a thing that's real and has been disclosed without me knowing. And Hollywood's a big part. So all these actors that are real big names that travel around the world and do George Clooney. You don't think that's CIA guy?
100% he has to be. He started the takedown of Biden. Remember the op-ed?
I know. I love how they blame it on Clooney.
No, he was just they gave him the green
light. Now him and Obama aren't as close of bisexual friends anymore, I guess. I don't know that he's bisexual.
No, Obama's fucking
Easy-doosey? Or just gay?
Obama's fucking everybody. No, I thought he was fucking Jennifer Aniston.
Look, to be bisexual in the secret societies, that's becoming the androgyne. You have a masculine and feminine aspect to you. Everybody does. They're supposed to be in balance.
Yeah.
Everything about society is to program you to be so there was an unhinged female-oriented one for a while.
Wow.
Which a lot of Democrat men are, especially in cities. Feminized men. The try guys from BuzzFeed kind of men. That's because those are programmed people. It's not just a government program where you went to a class and got butt raped. It's not just that. Your school, the TV you watched, all of it. It's called programming. It's called program. I'm a programmer. I wrote programs for TV.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
You're part of the problem.
Yeah, but what is the problem? The problem is you build a big pyramid here, and nobody wants to. Every brick is supposed to just stay. If you got problems, tell the brick next to you. Don't worry about them bricks above you.
Yeah.
I fucking hate pyramids. I hate them.
Right.
Look, with all my heart.
Yeah.
It's the ultimate symbol of
Pyramid
getting
schemes.
people into a hive mind to build a thing that no one can believe you built it.
Wow.
I feel like, did aliens do this? No, I just mentally enslaved people, and I put their consciousness, like kung fu skills, in their body by mesmerizing their consciousness into their own body parts, and got them to do this amazing building project. Like Mormons, like the busy bees of Mormons. That's all Atlantis bullshit. And all these stupid cults, and I hate saying Atlantis.
Yeah.
It's so fucking gay. Again, not lame, but it is lame too.
Yeah, thank you.
And all the scientists you see that are talking about shit, they're programmed to be only in their left brain.
Yeah.
Oh, I think all consciousness just comes out of your brain. I'm a secular materialist. They go to school to learn. College teaches you to focus on the microcosm, stay in your lane, right? And then other experts are going to do the same thing. Then we assemble you, right? And then your leaders will assemble you and then get the big picture that way. You're not supposed to get the big picture.
It's sectioned off.
You stay in your lane. So everybody, that's why you're not getting good info and honest shit from a lot of people, because that's the ultimate programming, is to stay in your lane. Are you an expert? Are you? Well, it turns out.
Have you been?
Yeah. Well, Douglas Murray, a lot of us are not, don't have a much vaunted English. Bachelor's of English. That's his expertise.
Yeah.
He has a bachelor's of English from Oxford. That's even worse than community college. I think that's worse. You went to Oxford and came out with a bachelor's in English. You haven't been? I don't know if I answered any questions.
No, you did. That's perfect.
It's the snake.
Listen, we need you. We love to have you back. This was amazing. Each time is more eye-opening. And I feel like you're really coming into your own as a cult leader.
What's the guy's name again?
Zoran Manbandani.
In the name of
Zoolander.
Zoolander. Krav Maga. You want to get tickets to my show. In the name of the name of the Santa secretion.
Get tickets. Follow.
That's why Jim Carrey's huge and I'm not, because I haven't been saying crazy shit and dressed up like a fucking idiot.
Yo, hopefully they buy tickets, everybody.
I got my Bill Maher Sex Club necklace. This is the very kind of necklace Bill Maher wears.
Is it really?
In Sanctum.
Oh my
With
God.
no vowels.
With no shirt either, I bet.
But Bill Maher, that's a guy. He's straight.
But his feet are like little, so he's like this on the edge.
He's dangling.
All right, thanks.
No, thank you, man. My God.